Well, let's begin this morning with Vice President Harris, who's expected to meet with families of Americans taken hostage in Gaza by Hamas. Meanwhile, at the Vatican Monday, Pope Francis met with families of Israelis still being held captive. The pontiff has called for an immediate ceasefire, the release of all hostages, and full access to humanitarian aid.
Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says a date has now been set for a ground offensive in Gaza's southern city of Rafah. This despite objections from multiple world leaders, including President Biden. And Gazans returned to Khan Yunis after Israel's military withdrew most of its troops from that part of the enclave. Holly Williams has more on this from Tel Aviv.
Most Israeli forces have now left southern Gaza, and thousands of Palestinians are moving around freely for the first time in months. For some, that's meant a homecoming to the city of Khan Yunis. But in their once bustling communities, they found a wasteland. Half a year of war has brought destruction on a colossal scale to Gaza and an unending descent into despair. Malak Mahmoud showed CBS News producer Marwan Al-Ghul the ruins of what was her home. I can't find anything, she said. I lost my books and all of my belongings. Israel's military says it now has no operational forces in southern Gaza and just one division inside the Gaza Strip. The other division that was there moved out over the weekend. The remaining troops are positioned along Gaza's border with Israel and to the north, where the Israelis have built a new road cutting across the Gaza Strip from east to west, thought to be part of Israel's planning for after the war. The military says the troops who've pulled out are recuperating and preparing for future missions. And despite US opposition, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel's now set a date for an offensive in the southern city of Rafah, where around 1.5 million people are sheltering. That date, though, is unspecified. The US says there's a ceasefire deal on the table for Hamas. But a spokesman for Hamas told CBS News the latest negotiations in Cairo over the weekend were a, quote, setback.
Holly, thank you. And Sebastian Usher, with our partners at the BBC, is following the latest on this from Jerusalem. He joins us now with more. Sebastian, thanks for joining us. What's the latest on this ground offensive in Rafah that Netanyahu had mentioned?
Well, I think what Netanyahu did there was essentially ratchet up the rhetoric rather than give us any new information. He's been insisting that an operation, a major operation, will happen in Rafah come what may. He has said, and his military commanders have said, that it is essential in what they're trying to achieve, which is the full eradication of Hamas as a fighting force. They say that there's 4 battalions of Hamas fighters left in Rafah and that they must be tackled if there is to be genuine victory in this war for Israel. To say a date has been set, as I say, I think in some senses militarily is slightly meaningless. I don't think there probably is an actual date, but it is another sign of his determination, despite, as you said, Israel's closest allies, particularly the US and President Biden, coming out very, very strongly against any such operation. And the US responded to what Netanyahu said with, again, their very, very strong condemnation of the idea that there would be such a military incursion.
And Sebastian, what about this possibility of another ceasefire and hostage release? Where do negotiations on this stand today?
Well, they've been blowing hot and cold since the weekend when talks resumed in Cairo. Egypt, the US, Qatar mediating, Hamas and Israeli delegations were there talking indirectly. And the first indications we had were very, very positive. Egyptian media sources were saying there may be a deal done within the next 48 hours. The Qataris were also being far more optimistic. We heard for a long time saying that they felt that the new proposal that had been presented bridged the gap between the two sides in a way that hadn't been seen before. So that looked good. But as has happened in the past with previous previous rounds of talks, that optimism has begun to drain away. Hamas, through a variety of officials, none of whom are directly speaking from the leadership, who will make the final decision in the next day or two, but some of those comments are very, very negative, saying that essentially they don't believe that what is being offered in this proposal satisfies their conditions. And their conditions remain, at least publicly, things that Israel will not accept, which is a complete withdrawal of all troops from Gaza, the ability for all displaced Gazans to return to their homes wherever they may be in the territory, and for the blockade that has been on Gaza for 17 years to be lifted.
Okay, we'll keep a close eye on those talks. Sebastian Usher, thank you.